What's up? I'm adding shorts. In these shorts, I'm pretty much highlighting an issue, a problem. I want to tell you something about Jesus Christ. He's God. He gives tricks up some people's sleeves. He enables us to do better where it is that we are failing. He awards us warning when we're sitting around complacent thinking that something is just going to alter or even adjust. That is our King. In the Bible, Jesus said that if they persecute you in one town, flee to the next. Now, that applies to just about every situation where you can find yourself persecuted, and there is no restriction, there is no limit, there is no ceiling, there is no roof as to how many times this can be a thing. We understand, human beings, especially women, that it can be really very inconvenient to do so. But understand, you live in South Africa, I live in South Africa. If you are from this country, this is the worst country to live in as a woman. It is rich with gender-based violence. Now, men from this country, given that they know that you're from around the corner, when you hop on social media and then they learn that you live just around the corner, they will then be typically South African. So South African women online, even though nobody's watching me today, people will eventually watch me. Understand that your country is full of menacing, especially black psychopaths that have got it in for you, that are prepared to kill you, that are entitled to you, that will strangle you to death even though they don't know you from a bar of soap, and they will literally slide into your DMs for no other reason but the fact that they have heard upon you communicating a whole bunch online that you probably live in Gauteng, you probably live in KZN, you probably live wherever. So basically, it's possible for him to see you. It's possible for him to one day organize a meeting with you, and so therefore bring you into his space. But if you're any kind of intelligent, you will run and you will flee, and you will stop allowing psychopaths in this country with their gender-based violence disposition to end your lives even though they've only known you for 5 days. There are crazy stories doing their rounds on social media where women meet dudes in pubs and find themselves dead just mere hours later. Well, now they also meet you in the pub, otherwise known as social media. I personally have been castigated on social media by people who have power to pay everybody off that they can pay off to keep me in a dungeon, so some filthy married man with an STD can thoroughly slide into my life and make out of me a mistress because he found out upon listening to my content long enough that I'm around the corner, that I live in Johannesburg. And so because he knows I live in Johannesburg, he imagines it's just a 30-minute drive to where she stays, so I can totally put her in a hotel. They plot like this for your life. The Bible says if they persecute you like this, literally start to run, start to get out, or you will die.